Okay. Welcome everyone. This to session, I believe this is and Veldrin unfortunately perished. He won't be joining us today. Although he'll be back next time. He's just grayscale for now.
He a bitch.
We can only hope.
He's just grayscaled for now. He hasn't rendered in properly.
He's just T-posing in the background of it. So, where we last left off, our, let's say heroes, if you can call them that.
Not the term I'd use.
Too nice of a term.
We're being
generous.
We're being hauled away by the town guard.
Oh, God damn it.
Damn it. My stubble thighs.
But it is at this point. It's midday, and probably on a Friday if I had to guess, because mathematically I think that's how that works. Anyway, y'all are brought to here. This pinging everywhere. This is the main guard.
I think it's actually a Sunday.
Semantics.
If it's been 8 days from last Friday,
Okay.
so it's Saturday.
It's semantics.
Oh no! It is Sunday. It is Sunday. It is semantics. It is Sunday. So right there.
Semantics are the only antics I partake in.
Semantics
Not
are
all
my religion.
Semantics. So yeah, y'all are brought to the main guard fortress, being in the middle of the pelvis. All these little.
Ooh, it's where the dick is located.
Wasn't that a chick though?
The pelvic bone.
Like,
Yeah.
wasn't the god a chick though?
Not quite.
That is the head cannon.
Anyway, so y'all are brought there, and y'all aren't locked up immediately. Y'all are brought for
Great.
the
We
guard.
still have our stuff.
Prison break.
Y'all
Or you'll eat the grenades.
no.
Wait,
Smuggle them in.
no, I will eat the grenade.
Yeah, we found out apparently we have grenades.
Well, I always knew.
Yeah, I mean, and I did say it out loud. Just
Yeah.
the only
Yes.
who was paying attention was the person who was interested.
That's
Yep.
true. Fair point.
So y'all are all led into his office essentially, and the guard,
Do we have handcuffs?
all
Or
of
any,
you,
or any
all,
chains?
all of you are in shackles except for.
Suck it.
Hello again.
Y'all are brought in. He's sitting at a desk.
It's been like, what, 3 hours?
The guards who brought you in shut the door behind you, and y'all are now alone in the room. And he's just rifling through some papers. He hasn't even looked up at you yet.
Nero, I think you should take the charge on this one.
think I should. I step forward. What's his name again? Because I would know that.
I don't think you have.
I would know his name.
Uh,
I don't have it in the form. I think you told me. No, you didn't tell me.
no, because you basically just brought the letter to him and left. You know his name is Gresto. Gresto. You would know this being a, so you would be familiar with the government.
Resto?
Resto with an O.
Resto. I see it. Okay.
Gresto.
Pesto?
Pesto.
Pizza pasta.
Pesto.
Seresto.
Resto, dear. What is this? It has been 3 hours since I've seen you. And now you want me in shackles.
He's just got his his hands between his hand between his eyes, and he's just like, Miss Lione, you tell me.
No, you tell me. I'm fairly surprised at what's going on right now.
From based off of what I've been told,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, after coming back from a journey helping the state, you came back,
Yep.
burned down your own estate, murdering
Yep.
those within it.
Yep. That's
Saying yep is probably not.
That's not the best
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
So somehow I don't believe that is the full story, but
yeah, I would also agree. That is not the full story.
what is confusing me
Mm-hmm.
is that they saw you do it. So I want you to tell me, Lione, what exactly did you do in the 3 hours that you've been gone?
So, right after, so, that's weird. So, because right afterwards, we went to the mines. The mines have a specific name? Or are they just called the mines?
They're just called the mines.
So we went to the mines for a little trip. You see, we were, I wouldn't say hired. Well,
Appointed?
collectively, we had a same goal to help the mines get back to work. Essentially, there was something wrong with it, and we were able to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
And we just left the mines when I see my building burning, and the guards accusing me of burning down my own building and killing someone. So, yeah, I'm having a great day,
Who's in the room, by the way?
everyone.
It is all of you and the guard captain, and there are guards outside the door.
Are there chairs in there, Michael?
No.
Is there a plastic chair?
Is there a wall I can lean against?
I will make
There's no walls.
Shackles.
There's no walls.
So,
Michael,
I'm just gonna
Yes, Garrison?
make myself a chair. So you can sit on it.
would I have any knowledge of like legends or myths of
Building
creatures that
sculpture
can take on
included.
human appearance, or like abilities of things that can mimic people?
I mean, you know that magic is an evil thing.
Yeah, would I basically know that there are ways to imitate people?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to mention that.
The professor makes a
Sir.
good point.
Oh, well, I was gonna roleplay.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh, my bad.
Sir, I am a professor at the university, and I know some magic allows one to imitate the appearance of another. Could it be possible that someone was imitating the likeness of Nero in committing this act?
certainly a possibility. The real question is, Miss Nero has done a pretty good job of keeping targets off back over the last while. So who would possibly be wanting Miss Nero dead?
Who would indeed? That is a question. Well, we have been dealing with these cult, I guess. Do we still have that
I sold
that
it.
I wouldn't exactly call it a cult.
I sold it.
Wait, I don't think you did. You were about to, but then you took it back, I'm pretty sure.
no,
I
he's
sold
talking about
it.
the scimitar.
No, you sold. You
He's talking
sold.
about the scimitar.
I sold the sword.
You
I was
sold.
But wait, I did
sword.
actually write down a symbol.
Yeah, he did
You
draw
let me
the
do
symbol.
that. I did draw it.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Also, didn't we
Alright.
still have like the patch?
No.
No.
No,
No.
it wasn't a patch. It was like welded in. But like I made
Oh.
sure to like etch the symbol
Well,
down.
no.
Okay.
Off the bandits that we.
Oh, Tadriel, you almost
Have you heard of
Alright,
the name Zerth?
that too.
No, I haven't heard the name Zerth. What are you arguing about with Scimitar?
So, we did have a scimitar. It was sold, apparently.
I sold.
Do you still have the etching at least?
Yes, I do. It's in my little pocket.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
Scimitar
put a
was?
little shin.
So,
Which merchant you sold the Scimitar to, so that I can at least double check this?
The first sword, the first like sword merchant that I also asked about my sword to. That like we all went shopping with Veldrin with. I kind
No,
of
he's
saved.
Not asking, but yeah, he's asking you that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was an older man in the merchant district.
did you not get the name?
No,
I
we did
don't-
not think to ask
He
about
has-
that.
don't believe he did.
He has a cool, like,
He was in the upper arm region.
like mechanical sword that he praises. It's above his.
He was in the upper. He was in like the upper shoulder region, I
Oh,
believe, of the shops.
yes. Okay. I can get that checked out. So what scimitar? What symbol are y'all talking about?
When we
So-
were first on the road a couple weeks ago, we were ambushed by some man named Zerth. He tried to make small talk with us, and then proceeded to try and kill us. He and all of his friends had this symbol.
We defended ourselves, of course.
I surmise the name of the bandit means nothing, but the symbol does. So,
Seems to be,
as we
if you're
showed in the
familiar, an
symbol,
altered version of the symbol of Sked.
yes.
Wait, the symbol of scat?
Sked.
Sked, Bruce.
Sked.
Sked.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll be quiet.
We'll explain it later.
All right.
Probably.
It's not that complicated.
I'm familiar. Roll to see.
I am not familiar indeed, actually. What are you talking about? You know what? I think you're making this up.
If you can pick out the.
Who are you?
I
Slaps
actually
him.
know everything. I know more than you guys.
I'm sorry.
Yes, he looks at it. He's like, "Well, it's close, but it's not quite that."
Exactly.
Yes, perhaps it could be some sort of offshoot of a cult of Sked.
If you'd like to speak, the assailants at the western outpost were also ambushed by goblins wielding this symbol.
Yep. It says it. I'm pretty sure it says it in the letter as well.
Just this Nero's life, but also a matter of state security.
Yep. So now we have someone in the city that can impersonate anyone. That is not great.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to believe you on this. The problem is the masses.
Yep. The masses. Alright, so how do you want to do this? Obviously, I can't leave the prison. But maybe, if you would allow it, some of these people here could help in the investigation. They proved themselves well in the defense of the Western Fortress, so I believe they'll be good enough.
Wait. We're trying to hunt down a magic man?
Yes,
A
that is
magic man?
that is
I
about the
like
gist
your
of it.
I mean-
word,
man.
man.
They could be
I like
magic.
your
Bastard.
fancy words, magic man.
They could be magic or not. We don't know. But something is impersonating me. So I'm trying to ruin my reputation and probably more, so I'd rather him not do that. So again, would you be so kind as to let at least some of my compatriots go? You can keep me, of course.
I'm perfectly fine with not sending you to prison. I'm pretty confident that y'all didn't burn down Miss Nero's company, but
Hasaros?
I can pull some strings to have the public not really know about this. The problem is I have a lot of it's on my own position.
Mikey, you kept cutting out there, bud.
Shit.
You said something about hiding the masses, and then you just robot out. What was that?
Yeah, about not letting the masses know, but the problem was, and then you started cutting out.
The problem is I'm worried. I'm more worried about the adverse effects on myself.
Mm.
You see, if I pulled if I did what I needed to do to keep this under wraps, I'm gonna come under suspicion. So,
Mm.
I'm willing to make a deal with you.
A deal?
A bargain.
Sell me your soul.
For a quill.
Huh, well, didn't need it anyways.
Can you tell me where exactly you were first attacked? Cult, so you call them?
Quite. It was somewhere between the road that was on the roads between here and the forge.
Indeed.
Well, this is a matter of national security at this point, so
Mm.
I understand you are very capable yourself, Miss Nero.
Of course.
Especially seeing as y'all did what apparently my entire squadron in the Western Fortress couldn't do, which is
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Sorry to hear that.
They tried their hardest.
They're doing their best.
They are.
don't talk about my boys that way. They're trying their best.
They're trying their
I am the
hardest.
parent.
Don't talk to me or my sons ever again.
My boys.
Michael, I have a
They're good
question.
men. Don't worry.
What?
They're good
Yes.
men.
Do changelings exist in this universe?
We don't know. Oh,
Did
we
you say
don't know.
yes?
I mean, some of us might know.
They do exist. I don't think Vico would know about changelings, but they do exist.
Could I
wouldn't
could I
know
roll
that.
could I roll history and see?
You can roll history.
Okay.
Michael,
Maybe you read in one of my books.
would I know? I wouldn't know their names, but would I know about their race because of my history, like where I was?
You can roll history as well. There's a chance.
I know it's a very
Depends on if there. It depends on if there were any there for the same reason you were there.
Michael, does an 11 cut it?
That's a funny.
You know of their existence, but you don't know very much specifically. You kind of understand, like, you know that there are things out there that can change their own appearance at will. You don't know specifically, like, changelings. You don't know, you know that there are things out there that can change their own appearance.
See,
History. I rolled a 16.
that's lit.
Ooh. Liddy.
I don't think that's enough.
I mean, if I know that there's like
You
magic,
may
if
not
I
know the
that there's-
name.
Yeah, but
You
you'd know more than me in that case.
I'm gonna send this to you.
Ooh.
First sent message of the DM.
Um,
Besides Tyler.
So only
I-
I know this.
Yes, this is something that you know that I'm not gonna say out loud.
All right.
Pog.
I'd like to lean over to Erin. Say, do you really think that there could be a possibility that someone's going around intimidating her, murdering people, burning down buildings?
Well, considering the other weird things we've been encountering recently, it wouldn't put it past the universe to do this to us.
Fair point. The universe is kind of a bitch, isn't it?
Damn.
I look up at the sky as if to look up at the gods.
Still hasn't even finished his sentence. This is all. You're make all these history rolls while he was still in the middle of talking.
I'm sorry.
Please continue.
I'm sorry,
to
Michael.
interrupt.
I'm sorry, Michael.
You have that in the middle of this conversation.
So
So am I gonna get it through Roll20 or through Discord?
through Discord, I sent it to you through Discord.
Alright.
So he says, "Look, if y'all are going to go investigate
Yep.
these so-called cult members,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to swing it to prevent you from falling under the public eye of shame."
I would very much appreciate that.
Seems we have a
Going to
deal.
the efforts to rebuild the library by chance.
Alright.
Do I give it?
Library.
You know, I do as well.
There are a lot of Titan has a lot of resources. It'll be rebuilt. It'll
Do
take
I have to
a
pay for the books? Of course I have to pay for
yo.
Alright.
And this is why Nero
Also,
has the amount of starting money that she currently has instead of her.
follow-up
I
question.
only had 25 gold.
This is
Follow-up question. Hypothetically, if I were to have checked out books before it burned down, would I be charged late fees for turning them in?
Whoa.
Yes.
Asking the real questions here. Asking the real
Yes.
questions.
Priorities.
You know, yes.
Look, you have to know these things, Ben.
Does he though?
Yeah, he's getting his priorities straight.
You have to know these things in order to be king.
I can set aside a part of my very small teacher salary.
If we do well on this
To the
if you
rather
do-
small late fees.
if we do well on this on this adventure, I'll give you a discount.
I guess I'll take it.
look. You're lucky that I'm not even asking for.
For the favor.
Yeah.
I am very lucky. And I very much appreciate that. For giving me this chance without having to use up all my resources.
Please, anything you can find.
Of course. Our reputations are at stake.
Considering the fact that my entire squadron at the Western Fortress was seemingly
Almost
useless in the face of these things, I'll
You may want to put more, it seems.
that's yeah. I think I didn't figure that out. All right.
That's up. Alright.
All right, you're dismissed, Miss Lione. And then he bangs his fist on his desk, and the door opens, and
And they shoot us.
guards come in, and they look to him for direction. And he says, "Escort them out, please." And they take you. They bring you out. They bring you outside to the back, like away from the streets, and they unshackle all of you, except for Bruise, because Bruise didn't have shackles in place.
That's right.
Yeah, they were
bring us-
surprisingly
they bring us
trusting
to
that this
the
Goliath wasn't going to destroy shit.
No. It's because he wouldn't allow them.
I know.
They tried.
I know they tried. I know they tried, but you know the fact that they didn't have
They
their
bring us to
weapons
the
on them or
warehouse.
something. You know.
You know what's hilarious is that technically, like the item, like handcuffs or shackles, there is no save. Like it just happens. You just put them on. Like,
Actually, well,
there's nothing you can do about it.
I think you'd probably use the same like escape DC as like chains.
Yeah, that's basically what the thing
Yeah.
is. But I think it's hilarious that the item, I think it's you have to have them grappled, but there's no DC or anything. It just happens. You just put it on them and can't do anything about it.
I'm just so persuasive.
Those
Yeah,
big
you got
ones.
lucky. Didn't you get like a nat 20 on that? Damn.
Yeah.
Dude,
did,
dude,
yeah.
Spirit breathes for the first time in 10 minutes.
dude, those
Oh my god.
children all the time.
He's actually unconscious right now.
Yeah, right. Bruise is just
God.
carrying him. Oh, he's so tuckered out.
He's
Look
had
at
a
the
big
little
day.
guy.
Interrogation.
All right. So,
Then he blows up.
so y'all have just been released from the potentiality of prison
Well, that was easy.
with
That was easier than expected.
a
Yes.
new objective in the middle of town. What
Time
do
to
y'all?
commit more crimes.
Whoa!
Leon's coming
It was
back.
me.
Now
It
that
was
we know,
me
now that
all
we know that
along.
now that we know the police won't suspect us if we commit a crime, we commit as many crimes as we want.
Exactly. My plan succeeded. My plan has succeeded.
Oh, they will.
Alright.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Do you still have the grenades?
What?
Alright, so
They
now the
didn't
question
do a
is, what
very
do we
good
do?
job.
Party, party, party.
So he told us just to investigate, right? So we can either search uselessly throughout the entire city to see if we can find the perpetrator, who's most likely gone, or
He didn't ask you to investigate the library incident. He asked you to investigate
yeah.
the people that attacked you when you were in between the forges in the city.
Yeah.
I do also know of
We
a member of
burned
this
their
cult,
cart.
or at least
You
a
do.
potential member of this cult, and I do know of his current location, I believe.
How's
Oh.
about we go and pay him a visit?
Exactly.
I would-
were there
I
any
would-
survivors?
Survivors from the library?
No,
You mean my
from the
books?
Fire at Nero.
You know, were
Yeah, the
there any
library.
survivors in my books?
Yeah, the library. I mean, who are you asking? Y'all are outside. Y'all are alone right now.
I was kind of just speaking to the group.
You
I mean,
know,
y'all don't know.
We're gonna have to sneak around the city.
I really hope
Because if there's any survivors, they might have
finances.
seen the Magic Man.
they would have saw me.
Well, yeah.
However,
But if
we're
we
not.
talk to
Seen
them-
the Magic Man pretending to beat you.
We might be attacked by the common.
The library
Oh,
isn't what we're meant to investigate. The big man ordered us to just investigate the cult. Any
Yeah.
going against
Mm.
these orders may or may not have us end up in prison.
It's time to clear our
Vico has
names
a
and kill
point.
those who would dare wrong us.
All right,
Agreed.
Ted. Let's just step it back a couple notches. Just
No, I think we're on the right gear.
We are
I disagree.
Before we go
a
kill
great-
anything, we have to affirm their
snake.
innocence.
a snake crawls
I
within
mean,
this
they did
city,
just burn down
and
the
I
building and
shall
try to kill
slice
us.
its head off.
We don't know exactly who that was.
I don't know. I have a feeling. I don't have many enemies. Surprisingly. If
Nero,
you guys can believe that.
personality creates enemies every 5 seconds. So I think
You'd be
I think you have a
surprised,
lot of
man.
enemies.
You'd be surprised, big man. You don't have many enemies in the city.
I mean, I'm
Well,
just
if we
people like to target me because I'm big.
Erin,
go to see the potential cult member that I know the whereabouts of, we have to remember, or I'd like you to keep in mind that
Mm-hmm.
the last time I spoke with him, he had no memory of the incident, so it's possible
Oh.
there's some sort of mind control, or
I see.
there's something going on.
We'll just have to
Well-
make him remember.
Please,
No.
My knuckles.
don't be
No.
violent. He's
You know?
not.
Okay,
He-
I'll
he's
try my
only-
best. I'll do my best.
He's only a student, or at least the age of one.
Erin, before we go and set out on a quest,
Is it bad if I shake and scream at him?
Yes.
Yes, that would be
that's not
an
recommended at the
unhelpful
least.
method.
That would be the exact.
I would probably make him not talk at all.
I'd like to ask Erin,
Mhm.
before we embark on this new adventure we must go on, do you think is your friend Regina? Is that her name? You think that she's
Oh,
all
her.
right? She's gonna be alive?
She
she'll be
did.
fine.
She
Well,
did.
she's not dead. She took that petrification
Yeah, but then a
spell.
big gigantic boulder or
Yes, but the caves have been blocked
bolt
off.
hit her.
She's likely still alive. I'm not sure how long the petrification lasts.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
She did,
If
she
she's
did
in-
assure us she'd be fine.
If she's any magician worth her soul, she'll live.
Yes, if there's any magician I trust to survive something like that, it would be Regina.
I just
I guess
wanted
let's
to
go
make sure
talk
you were
to-
unencumbered.
I guess let's go talk to
Okay.
this patient.
Let's,
If we can get anything out of him.
Michael, I'd like to lead them to the hospital where I last left the student.
Yeah, you you bring them to the hospital, which is in the left shoulder. So it takes all it's like a 2-hour walk there.
So let's also go the places where we're not in the open. So the
Yeah,
alleyways.
let's take back streets.
Yeah, let's travel up the colon and then go through the.
Let's try to be as subtle as possible.
So the way that travel in Titan works is there's a lot of canals. It's kind of like Venice. So what you can actually do pretty easily is literally just go out into the space between areas, the water, and you can remain pretty unseen surprisingly easily considering how large the city is.
That's
Just for the sake of it, since y'all are trying to be sneaky, everyone roll just a group stealth check. So if half or more of y'all,
oh no.
Oh god.
all you need is half of you to succeed, and then the whole party succeeds.
Alright, stuff.
Damn.
Michael, I'd like to say that Vico has a very, very tattered cloak
damn.
hoodie thing on,
Mm-hmm.
so he looks kind of ridiculous.
I have a cape.
Good job. Good job.
Yep.
I have a.
By the way, Michael, what happened to the earrings that he had on?
I believe they are still there at the hospital as well. So, y'all succeed. The DC was 10. It's pretty easy. Y'all
It's
remain,
just a disadvantage too. Oh shit, I didn't do that.
y'all remain pretty unseen as y'all make your
Got it.
I'm like seal submerged in the water.
to
Oh,
the
man.
edge of the edge of what is essentially the guild district, and y'all head into the hospital. Erin, you would talk to the doctor, and he would allow you and the rest of them to go see your boy.
Okay,
No,
I'd like to leave them in the hallway for the first couple of sentences at least, so I can not overwhelm him
I
with
think it
the
best.
peanut gallery we have going.
So everyone is sitting outside the hallway of his hospital room, and Erin inside, and is the same boy that you saw before. Dark hair, short, not old, but not young. That's
I have a
description.
question.
But
Yes, the patient.
Are there nurses in this hospital?
Oh my god.
If there are nurses, I'd like to pick out the hottest one and then go.
Oh my
Good lord, man.
Y'all are
I didn't know you were multiclassing
because I have
anymore.
I have no idea why y'all talking to this guy. So I'm just gonna go chat up a nurse while y'all go do the important stuff.
okay, you go do that. I'll get to that. I'll get to
What? Wait.
Yeah, I don't
As
role-play that. I just want to say that I'm chatting up.
Yeah. I'll get to that. We don't need to role play that, but I'll have you roll. So,
lean over to Spirit. Does he do this often?
so
Get here often.
Oh, it's me.
God.
So you head in. He's basically he's sitting in a bed, just he's reading a book, And he looks up when he comes in and he says, "Oh, hello again.
Hi. So, do you remember what we've discussed this slightly before, but I'd like to ask you more thoroughly what you remember most recently before you ended up in the hospital.
My most before I woke up here was walking into this weird building in the church district.
Okay. When was this, by the way? Do you remember a date?
I don't know.
What date you thought it was when you woke up?
I thought it was the 4th.
What day is it now? Out of character.
It is currently. We do some math. It's currently the 14th.
Okay.
What day were we attacked?
On the road?
On the road, yeah.
I might have been attacked on a different day. Wait, so it's the 14th today. It's been...
So what day were we attacked?
Okay, so he got like the day before he attacked me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So who exactly are you? I assume you have memories of where you go to school, your names.
My name's Zian. I'm just a farmer. I was visiting town in Bell, and I went to the church district to stop by the. Forgetting the names of my own.
Say what? Say what?
Sorry, what?
I said, "Fuck!" I'm forgetting the names of my own gods.
The Almighty God. The Almighty God.
Why can't I remember?
Someone's echoing.
Oh, it's Michael.
I remember. I
It's
remember.
Michael.
I remember. Okay, I remember. We're good.
Okay.
Had to pull up the Google Doc.
Well, I tried to pull up the Google Doc and I put in Google Docs and it pulled up Google Sheets. So anyway,
You fool.
I was just stopping by the temple to Ild because it's what I do every week, and there was a building next to it that I never seen before. It looked like a temple, but there were no symbols, there were no people, and I just out of curiosity I walked in and I woke up here.
I see. I'd like. Where are the earrings? Are they in the room?
They're on a there is a box in the corner of the room that you can assume they're in.
I'd like to check the box.
They're in there.
Check the box.
We trap.
I'd like to pick them up and say, do you recognize these? Do you know what the symbol on them represents?
Intelligence.
What was that? You were kind of quiet.
I was kind of mumbling to myself.
Oh, okay.
He says, I have never seen those before. I don't think. The doctor asked me the same thing. I don't know. I don't know what those are.
I see. Well, you've provided some helpful information, and are you feeling all right now? Do you?
Just kind of weak, mostly. I mean, not. I'm not really hurt. Just my ears are kind of ringing still. They have been since I woke up, and I just feel weak.
Do you have family that need to be alerted of your absence?
I do, but they live down in whatever the city's name. They live down by the southern farming cities. I mean, it's a far journey. They'll assume that I'll be back eventually,
I see.
which I don't plan to stay here if I don't have to. But I don't know. They're saying they're gonna have to keep me for some reason.
Well, this is quite the predicament that
Yep.
you seem to be in, but we are, my companions and I are on the case to try and figure out what exactly happened to you.
Thank
So
you.
hopefully it won't happen anymore, although that's gonna take a bit of work. But you've given us at least a lead, and it's more than we could have hoped for otherwise. So thank you.
And go ahead. Thank you, sir. Good luck, please.
Yes. Good luck to you as well. And I'd like to walk out, and I'll convey I'll convey the information I learned to everyone else.
So that's where they are.
Church. How ironic.
Sons of bitches. I'll make them pay.
Also, I'd like to ask the nurse. Do you mind if I take these and I'll hold up the earrings?
Well, I don't think we have much use. Take them.
Okay. Thank you. I will pocket them, and we'll get on our way to the church district.
Okay, y'all. Y'all head over to the church district.
Which nurse did I see?
Oh,
yeah, that.
God.
We have to cut away to that.
Oh, no. We're just gonna leave Bruise there.
Okay.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
With some male
I would like to
Roll a charisma check.
I would like you to roll either persuasion or performance.
I'd like to lean over to Spirit and say, "Does he do this often?"
Again.
Really not him.
I just assumed you're the one who's been clinging to his boot every second. I just figured you might know.
That is a
Forgive my
15.
Alright. Pretty good.
She is.
Am I a player?
Baller.
She
Great.
reciprocates. She isn't like instantly enamored by you or anything like that because you're very
Intimidating.
foreign,
off-putting.
wearing furs, and
He's exotic, dude.
And racist.
Exotic.
You think she can handle
And
a
a racist.
Goliath cock?
you're like 9 tall and
You're like a redneck. You're a redneck,
like,
bro.
it's like if you were it's like personality wise you're on, but like you're just not her type.
Wow.
Great.
Who would have
Damn.
thought? A 9-foot tall
Um,
Goliath man.
Fickle. She's not.
All right. I'll abandon my quest, my side quest.
He's
Going
like
to boarding
depressed.
jail.
He's already depressed. 1 point of exhaustion.
Got rid-
Pulls out sword. You go to horny jail.
Alright, so you eventually made up with the rest of the party, and everyone, unless y'all are doing something otherwise, y'all head over to the church.
Well, I burned down the hospital.
What?
I'd like to have like a quick conversation with Erin.
Yeah, you can do that like on the way to the church
Yeah,
district because
yeah.
y'all are currently on like the left shoulder, and the church district is past the merchant district on the right arm. So
Oh, we got a lot.
you know,
Wow.
another
Yeah.
2 hours, 3 hours to get there.
And since Erin was the only one who's like taken an interest in something I've done. I mean, I've had a conversation with Bruise, but that's about that. I know that Aaron's he's a history professor, or he's at least cultured in history.
Yeah, you know that because when y'all initially met, Regina was talking to the guards, and she did say that he is one of the history professors at the university.
Well, at least I seen him before.
Yeah, and
you
also
have, yeah.
just straight up know him.
Yeah.
I'd like to walk close to Erin and ask. I thought it topical that we're dealing with a cult that worships a malformed version of a god. But do you believe in the gods, Erin?
Well, there's a
That's a
At least-
deep-rooted question right there.
It's a hard
quite the compelling argument for their existence, from what I've read.
I'm
kind
not
of hard.
asking if you believe about their existence. I'm asking if you believe in their stated purpose to keep their own specific things in order.
That's the question.
I suppose. I don't see. I wouldn't exactly think to the contrary.
Point.
Just if the gods do exist, which I think is very likely given what we've seen and what I've read, wouldn't make much sense for them to just be floating about in void space. It makes sense that they would in some way keep their rule, keep their specific domains in order. Because after all, what is the source of order, chaos, other day domains? I don't know all of them actually.
Discord, strife, all that. Yeah.
Where do those originate, if not with the gods?
Fair point. They may exist. I heavily believe in the idea that they exist. However, I do not believe that they keep their little areas nice and tidy. I feel like they've let it get very messy.
Well, I wouldn't dispute the idea of there being some crossover, some muddling between their domains, but I do think that they do their best to keep it in order. Because occasionally there is a case in which order and chaos seem to be one and the same, but in the end, they are separate, and it makes sense if they are governed by different entities.
And I mean, Vico's like he's like scratching his chin, thinking,
Power.
Fair point. Fair point.
I'm after I was just waiting for because Nero's gonna set up next to Bruise.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
Listen here, you bitch.
Sounds like the intro.
Listen here, ya bitch.
What's up, Nero?
Oh, hello. I was just wondering. You seem pretty strong, stronger than most that I know. I was just wondering. It just crossed my mind. Where do you hail from?
Thank you. What was that you said?
Where do you hail from? You seem very what's the word?
Looks up at him.
Self-sufficient? but yet
Yeah.
ignorant in a lot of things.
Jesus Christ.
I hail
Big
from
words.
the mountains. Whichever the
Uh,
mountains range there is, where is it?
The south here.
The south,
I
the
hail
south,
from the mountains from the south.
Uh,
the Defender's Peak.
That would be the ones.
that would be.
That would be the one.
Yeah, they are the most famous ones.
Interesting.
Yeah, my life was pretty boring up until I left my tribe.
Mm. Mm. Is your tribe big?
What?
Is your tribe big? Are they all as strong as you? Or are they just...
I would say that I'm the strongest out of my tribe. Don't mean to brag, but
Humble brag.
No. Confidence in oneself means strength.
I mean, I was always bigger than the other kids when I was growing up, and then I'm also much taller than the other ones. Well, not much, but I am taller than the other ones.
Chad Thundercock over here.
But yeah, that's... Why do you ask?
Just curious. I haven't spoken to one Goliath before. Especially one.
I haven't spoken to a normal person like you before.
I wouldn't consider myself normal, but I'll take that.
I think you're more normal than you think you are.
Oof, my man.
Legend. Oh my god.
How much pussy he be getting?
You are entertaining, that's for sure.
So Nero, I have a question actually.
Sure.
So I remember I was asking you about the country and like society and that type of things. But at some time in the future when we have like more time, could you like explain to me the whole like city structure, like that type of thing? Because I'm just lost in this. I know it's a city, I just don't know what the hell is going on here.
Sure, if we have the time, wouldn't mind. But,
Right.
So in your tribes, they don't teach you
I mean,
anything? Or...
I know all about the tribes, like rituals and traditions and that type of stuff, but I've never been to a human town before, or in like a big town with like laws that could put you in jail or death.
Yes. It would be very detrimental if you don't know the customs of this culture. So, sure, once we get through this ordeal that we're all in.
Yeah. I mean, as a Nobel, I thought you were more like you had more knowledge.
Of course, I have more knowledge.
As a Nobel laureate.
I have more knowledge than the nobles here.
All right. We'll set a date.
A date.
Not trying to be weird at all. Just first thing that comes to my head, I'm saying it. Okay, out of
You're
character.
in Lione, go on a date.
Ooh, they're in love.
Please keep it in your pants.
Bruise and Nero sitting in a tree. K-S-I-N-G.
Spirit is left to the wayside, never to be heard from again.
I'll become Spirit's new friend.
What is Spirit doing?
Actually,
During the walk?
No, during their conversation, which is during.
Fuck, I don't know. He's probably thinking about his answer if he was asked that question.
That's true.
Hey,
So-
Spirit,
Where do you hail from?
Well-
I don't
by the
know.
By the way, she turns. You meet your fellow friend. Now that it's, I haven't really spoken to him much.
No one has.
Seems like the quiet type.
Yeah, I would say so. Here, let me
Nice.
go talk to him, and then I'll introduce him to you.
Sure.
All right, I go over to Spirit. I'm like, okay, so what's up, Spirit? How you doing?
crouch down on one knee.
He's fucking terrified right now. Spirit is shitting himself.
God. So what's going on, Spirit?
Maybe let's not answer any of her questions.
Why not?
I'm not really feeling it right now.
But do you not trust them? I'm saying this as
Yes, I
like a
don't-
very,
I don't-
very quiet voice so nobody else hears.
I don't trust them.
All right, I'll go with your gut on this one. I'll support your decision of not trusting people who have risked their lives at a Western fortress for us. But
Ooh.
Wrecked. Take
I
that,
mean-
atheist.
I will not reveal any more information.
Okay, thank you.
Although, Spirit, I did say I would introduce you to Nero.
I guess that's fine.
All right. Hey, Nero,
Mm-hmm.
you want to meet my good friend Spirit?
Sure.
All right, and
He
then
walked over.
as they start talking, I'm just gonna slowly back up
Go away.
and just
I'm
Run
not gonna
away.
make any eye contact.
Let Spirit figure this out himself.
exactly. I'll be watching, but I'll be watching from a distance.
You'll be his wingman.
Spirit is technically taller than you, which is hilarious. But yeah, so Spirit is technically taller than you, like 1 inch taller than you, I think, because he's also 5'9".
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
adorable though because he's so nervous.
But he's like hunched over, so he ends up kind of shorter than you. And he's like not looking at you. You just see a gray snout sticking out of the hood.
Dragonborn now looking at me. Hello, Spirit.
Hi.
My name, I believe you know.
Nero, right?
Yep. Something wrong?
No.
Oh.
Not a good talker?
To meet you, and I walk away.
He like speeds
Best that
up.
it could turn out. Awesome.
Honestly, that was probably the best case scenario.
Yeah.
My. Could even ask him why his skin different.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's game.
And why your scales black?
Why his scales
Bro,
black?
why is Scale kind of black though?
Jesus.
Okay, Michael, you want to do an outro? After that bombshell of a question.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was an emotional trip, a journey.
The journey from the left shoulder to the right shoulder to the
I can't-
pelvis,
I can't
back
believe
to the left shoulder.
I can't believe Bruise asked Nero out on a date.
Bro,
What the
honestly
fuck?
though,
Did not.
kind of cute though. Not gonna lie.
It's adorable. I love it.
I hate it.
Bruise's mindset. He doesn't
Yeah,
know
no.
what he's saying. Okay, he doesn't
No.
know what he's saying.
Yeah.
She was cool, and then you said on a date. I was like, oh.
In theory, you can think of it like this: Bruise was trying to contend with the big words she was using.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That silent
I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. It's for a good cause.
Okay.
Do any of you guys know the channel Drawfee?
Yep.
I
Do you
think
know their
so.
Drawtective series?
Yeah.
Bruise is basically York from that.
Uh-oh.
For those unfamiliar, York in that series is a half orc who doesn't know anything about society,
Oh,
and so
my
he's just constantly going on about how in the orc tribes, the Western orc tribes, they wrestle trains, wild trains.
wild trains. Yes, that's
And how you're not a real man until you've wrangled your first train.
yeah.
Beautiful.
He also pees
That
to assert dominance.
That is beautiful.
Sir Dominant.
Is that how Bros is gonna be?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever wrestled a tree?
You ever
Wait,
wrestled a tree?
if there's one thing he would know, it would be trees.
Exactly. Have you ever wrestled a tree?
Yes.
No, wrestled
Yeah.
trains.
Trains.
No. But for Bruise, he would be
Okay.
trees.
Many
Might be.
trees. Many.
Have you ever just punched the ground?
Yes.
Have you ever wrestled
Yeah,
a
when I was trying to test out the gloves.
Yeah.
Didn't
But yeah,
work.
tone-wise, that whole interaction reminded me of that character.
Borky.
God.
So, Michael, outro?
Well, whoever is this far into videos,
What is
I'm sorry.
you?
I'm sorry.
I'm
I
so
commend
sorry.
you for putting up with our shit.
odds are, if you're watching this and not one of the people who's playing it,
You were either asleep or insane.
yeah.
You have earned my respect.
Or both.
Jesus.
In which case, I love you.
Congratulations and thank you.
Okay,
We're
so
ending
that,
it here. We're ending it here.